Evening guys, Giant T here with another battle report for you. So we're going to have Demon Legions versus the Dwarven Holds. We're going to start off on the left flank for the Demon Legions. We've got a Flying Chariot. Blazing Chariot, followed by a unit of 8 Hounds. Upgrades on them?
Yeah, innate defense 5 up.
Innate defense 5 up. Then we go into a unit of Horrors. The Demon General here behind him. He's got, was it 1 up armor save?
3 up armor save.
Oh, 3 up armor save and 5 up ward, is it?
5 up ward.
5 up ward. He's got, what sword has he got again? He's got
the Eternal Sword.
The Eternal Sword. So he's +1 weapon skill, strength and attacks on in combat. Big unit of Slaughterers. Was it 30 in there?
30 exactly.
With a
Harbinger of Wrath.
Harbinger of Wrath in there. Coming on to 5 Crushers. With a Harbinger in there as well. And on the right hand side flank you've got another unit of 10 Horrors and a blood cannon. So coming in for the Dwarfs, we've got some miners to come on the second turn. On the right flank we've got a Attack Copter, a Vengeance Seeker, we've got a unit of 38 warriors with hand weapon shield and throwing weapons. In there I've got my general, he's a runic master. He's also got rune of resistance, rune of mountains, he's got 1 up and a 4 up. In the middle we've got 24 Deep Watch with my BSB in there. He's also got a 1 up and a 5 up. We've got a Rock Lobber at the back, rune crafted, Organ Gun rune crafted. Same with this one, we've got 38 warriors with hand weapons, shields and throwing weapons. Also with a runic smith in there. I think he's got like a 2 up armor save and a 6 up board. Attack Copter, and just turn around, the Vengeance Seeker and the Grudge Buster. So the spells we've got for the Runic Master is Rune of Resilience, sorry guys, Rune of Resilience, Reckoning, Gleaming and Metal, and we've got Gleaming and Oaths Kept for the Smith. The Demon Legions set down first and they're at +6 to the roll, so get first turn. Okay guys, so movement 1 sees the Demon Legions bring his Blazing Chariot up around behind the house. His hounds come forward. Horrors just come into the stream bed or the river bed. Big Red comes forward as quick as he can. As to the Slaughterers, the Crushers, the Horrors, and the Cannon just shimmies forward a little bit. I did forget to say guys, we've got a classic deployment, or you probably saw that by the way we set up, and we've got breakthrough for the objective. So we're going to go to magic for the Demon Legions. So with no magic to speak of, the Chariot shoots at the Attack Copter. We're using 6 bolts and fails to wound. The Horrors in the riverbed shoot at the warriors there, fails to wound. These Horrors over here use the Hellfire on these, but again also fail to wound. And the Cannon shoots at the Organ Gun and fails to wound. So not a fantastic turn for the Legion Demons there. Or Demon Legions even. So on Dwarven Hold's turn 1, we have multiple charges. So the Vengeance Seeker charged into the Crushers and failed, but the Warriors and the Deep Watch both needed like 9 inches and both rolled extremely well to get in onto the Crushers, so I'm quietly confident that might go the Dwarf's way, but we'll see. Probably not. Over here the Vengeance Seeker charged the Hounds and failed, but the Grudge Buster got in, so I'm quite happy about that. Should cause some damage on the flank. And these guys needed like 11 to get in, and was it 11?
12-inch charge.
Yeah,
yes.
12-inch charge and got in spot on. So fantastic rolling there as well. The attack copter has just come to block a charge here, but I don't think I've managed to get enough movement out of it to do so. And the attack copter here has just moved there to pop shot at the cannon if you can. And that's the movement and charge for the dwarfs. Phenomenal magic face from the dwarf, seeing 10 dice for the flux and getting a channel as well. So we managed to get reckoning and resilience off on this unit of warriors here. Should help out against the crushers. And we've got distracting on the grudge buster there, which should hopefully help as well. So your weapons got 5 on these, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's 4s anyway, but we should be alright in that combat. So a very quick round of shooting. Sees the attack copter going for the cannon and misses. The organ gun does 1 wound on there. It fails his armor save and saves on a 6-up ward save. And I'm going to put, I've completely forgot about this. I'm going to put the grudge thrower there, mate. Okay. So we scattered 4 inches. We've hit 5 guys. 1 under the centre, strength 10 dies, and only killed 1 more at strength 4, so 2 guys die out of that unit. I've got a bit more to whittle that one down, so we're going into combat. So after Dwarven combat, we find the warriors and the grudge buster there absolutely annihilating the hellhounds by causing 6 wounds, and my opponent got quite a bad roll on his unstable, so the unit goes. We've moved forward here, which I'm out of line of sight for this chariot. I'm just on the left, and my grudge buster shot 12, overran 12 inches here, just missing his general slightly and passing his dangerous train test. Coming on to this combat, guys, we caused 6 wounds in the combat. And so, as you can see, he's down to his herald, his champion, and his standard bearer on 2 wounds left. Unfortunately, I can't overrun with these because I'm actually in a challenge with his herald at the moment, and that's how things stand. So in the Demon Legion's charging, he brings the cannon there just to the right of the hand unit, charges into the right side of my warrior unit there. He also brings the slaughterers, charges them into the deep watch, so not looking favourable for the Dwarven holds at this point in that combat. Also for movement, he brings Big Red, he just drops him back a little bit for a possible charge a bit later on in the game. Right guys, so shooting for the Daemon, sees the Blazing Chariot shoot at the Grudge Buster, and unfortunately only rolls a 1 when he needs a 3 to hit. These guys shoot him as well and get loads of hits but fails to wound. These guys shoot at the Vengeance Seeker, 5s and 6s, and they manage to sneak a wound through on him. So that's the Daemon shooting going into combat. So Demon's turn 2 combat sees 16, so it's 15 versus 10 combat res to the demons. These guys got the bodyguard rule, so they're stubborn. Unfortunately, we failed with the warriors, even with the reroll, so they lost by quite a substantial amount. These guys here elected to restrain, and they did, and this guy overran and goes straight into the Vengeance Seeker. So that is turn 2 for the demons. Right guys, so Dwarven holds turn 2, bloody hell. Charges sees the Grudge Buster in the flank, the attack copter in the front. I think I need as much help for these guys. This attack copter needed 15 inches altogether, but managed to roll fail and lands on the wall and survives his dangerous train yet again. The these dudes here, I had to think long and hard because there was no way I was just getting out of this bloke. So I just did a swift reform, ready for shooting. Unfortunately, the miners get lost underground as well. So going into Dwarven magic. So yet again, a fantastic rolling for the Flux of Dwarfs. Sees 11 on the dice and 1 channel from maximum of 12 dice. But the only thing I managed to get off was oaths kept on these warriors here, which actually might just keep me alive if he charges in. But he also has the option of the Grudge Buster here as well. I tried getting off Gleaming, no sorry, Reckoning, Resilience and Metal onto Deep Watch here, but this, my opponent managed to spell everything. So we're going to go into shooting. Okay, so shooting. Organ gun gets like 14 shots or something like that. Shoots at the general and does no wounds whatsoever. The grudge thrower or the rock lobber, there is slightly better targets, but I still wanted to try and whittle him down, and I missed completely. These guys have got throwing weapons, so they get 30 shots at him, cause 2 wounds out of 10 hits, and he saves one of them, so we've managed to whittle a wound off him. 5 to go, I think, is that right? Fantastic. So combat. So combat and Dwarven turn 2. No, 2, yeah, bloody hell, still turn 2. Yeah, as you can see, got whittled down quite an amount. Grudge Buster came in and did a fair few wounds. The attack copter died, but it did take the hits off the Grudge Buster, which is what I was hoping for. These dudes lost 2, the BSB lost a wound, and I've left them to the command and his Harbinger. So we're going to go into Demon's turn 3. Combat, forgot to say that the Vengeance Seeker got absolutely pommeled here by the chariot, didn't cause any wounds, and he just turned to face. This guy's come in, done 3 wounds, left him on 1, taken 2 wounds himself. Okay, so charges are for the Demon's turn 3, sees the Crushers coming into the flank here. The chariot charged the attack copter, which I elected to flee because I wanted to try and keep him out of the game. Unfortunately, I got caught and the chariot's now off the board, so that's quite handy. He's out of the game for me. This dude's come charging in. We've taken another wound off stand and shoot, which is happy days, but he should decimate that unit a little bit. And these guys have just shimmy forward to try and get out of the river. So, really quick shooting turn. The Horrors at the river tries to shoot on the organ gun on the hill. Needs 6s and 6s and fails. These guys march, they can't shoot anything. The only other shooting is the chariot there, and he's in combat. Right, combat over here with the general and the warriors. Sees him coming in and killing only 6 of my dwarfs. I think I got away quite lightly with that, to be honest. And I also managed to whittle a wound off him. Luckily for me, I got the oaths kept, and I'm actually stubborn and mutant psychology, so I stick around there. Coming to the pile in the middle, he manages to kill my BSB off, which is not very good. A couple of dwarfs, wound on that. Flank, he wins combat, and I stick around with my leadership 7 rolls on both of them. Okay, so turn 3 movement and charges for the dwarfs are non-existent, but I do manage to get the miners on, and I'll put them back up there for the objective. Hopefully I might be able to stay there. We'll have to wait and see for that one. And just a quick overview of what's going on, guys. And that jar is still off the table there. Shooting, guys. we get a direct hit from the rock lobber onto the horrors and kill like one dude and two. And the the organ gun goes to the same unit, and I've never seen so many 5s and 6s for saves. And either kills 1 or 2, but altogether between the 2 of them they actually kill only 3 horrors. It's a bit disappointing, to be honest. Miners can't shoot, so we haven't got a target, and everything else I can shoot is in combat. We're going to go for magic. Getting that the wrong way around for some reason. Like magic should have come first. My opponent graciously let me have it. Tried to spam off Gleaming, which failed to go off. I rolled 20 for overkept, but he's got the horn of I'm not letting you have that spell, and he uses that. So no magic in this phase. So guys, combat sees losing by 2, I think it was, losing by 2 for the Deep Watch and the Grudge Buster. These guys managed to stay around. I failed leadership by about 4, I think it was, and we managed to flee just for them to come in the flank and run off. So yeah, that's how it stays on that side. Here, Big Red only did 5 wounds on me again. I did 1 wound on him, so I lose by 2 and managed to stick around on Steadfast. Then going into Demon's turn 4. So charges, these horrors charge the Grudge Buster who was fleeing, and he managed to escape with his life. Chariot comes back on over on the right side of the flank, and these horrors move forward in shooting range for the Grudge Buster. Demon shooting sees the horrors shooting at the Grudge Buster, failing to wound, and cannon comes back on again, like we said last time, and goes for the organ gun, but fails to hit. Combat saw the Deep Watch losing, but needing 5 to stay around and rolling 5 to stick. But he did lose his Harbinger this time.
No, lost him last time.
Oh, he did, sorry, he lost him last time, but yeah, not looking too good there now. And Big Red here killed, like, what's he got, 4, 5, 7? 8, sorry. But because we're steadfast, we managed to stick around again on that one. So, Dwarf's turn next. So I forget magic again, which could have been handy, but go straight into shooting. Organ gun takes 2 wounds,
yep.
2 wounds off them, and the Grudge Thrower misses. There's no charging. The only thing with movement is the Grudge Buster here failed his rally test and fled a little bit more, so we're going to go into combat. So guys, turn 4 combat for the dwarfs, and I've got no nails left. I've managed to kill the standard off on the big horde unit.
Slaughterous.
The Slaughterous, thank you buddy. But I've taken 2 wounds in return. So at least I stopped the scoring unit there anyway, which is not much of a consolation. Over here, Big Red General did 2 for 6 wounds to me. I've also done 1 back at him, so he's down to 1 wound left. And I'm hopefully, I'm definitely going to be steadfast in the next turn, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. So we're going into turn 5 for demons. So the demons had to charge the Grudge Buster, who just literally managed to stay on the sorry about that guys, on the table. These guys march forward, and the chariot cannon just comes around from there a little bit. So going on to your shooting. So in demon shooting, the cannon took out the rock lobber, and we passed our leadership test for the panic. And that's it for shooting. Right, okay, so in Demon turn 5 combat, we saw quite poor rolling. I don't think I hit a single model, did I? On that one, it was all like 2s to hit, but so nothing hit. So subsequently I got ripped a new one. We got chased down by the Herald. They failed to restrain and caught me as well. So I've just lost a big anchor in the middle. And Big Red finally managed to chew through his way through the horde there, and the warriors auto broke to get roll, was it 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Roll a 3 or 4 and get ran down again. So really good turn for the demons. Let's see if we'll try and capitalise and gain any points back. Right guys, so turn 5 for the dwarves. There's not really a lot I can do. I've moved my Grudge Buster behind the hill to try and save points, but then afterwards realised I should have moved them in front of the herald here to act as a tar pit to stop them getting into the objective, because now these guys are going to come into the organ gun. I'm pretty sure the organ gun can hold up to them, but if they can't, they're going to overrun onto the Grudge Buster. And that's movement for me. I've got no magic, so we're going straight onto shooting, alright? So really quick time for the dwarves. Like I said, there's no movement, no shooting, sorry, no magic, but in shooting, the organ gun got the best amount of hits he has all game. Got 18 hits just to kill a solitary slaughter, which is in the middle of the table, but I've got the points for that. And in probably the best news of the game, the miners killed Big Red. They needed, was it 6s and 6s? So yeah, so got like 2 hits, 1 wound, and he managed to fail the 1 wound. That's my MVP. They've come on when they needed them, they've done their job. So no combat to talk about, so straight on to Demons turn 6. Charges, the horrors charge into the organ gun, got in with plenty to spare. The crushes come down just to look a little bit threatening. These guys marched out to get in with the my deployment zone to get the objective, well, to contest the objective, and the chariot marches just out to try and look threatening as well. So there's no shooting, no magic, so straight into combat. So Demon combat saw the organ gun take a wound and give a wound back, so I lose by 1 for the charge, but I rolled like 6 for the stubborn test and we stay around. So dwarf's turn 6. Okay guys, so in the dwarf and hold's last turn we came around to try and kill off the rest of this dude, but it didn't happen. In combat the organ gun lost a wound, didn't give anything back, and failed his stubborn test and just blew up all over the place. And that's how it ends. It was a absolute onslaught, to be honest. It was a really good game, being a 14-6 victory to my opponent. My MVP got to be the miners in the corner, just because they killed off Big Red. What's your MVP, buddy? Best unit?
Probably has to be the cannon.
The cannon. The cannon, yeah, because it's probably the only thing with Moise's wounds left. I actually think the Big Red did fantastically. Yeah, he went for a hell of a lot. So you going for your cannon? Yeah, so MVP for the demons and MVP for the dwarfs. Again, absolutely fantastic game, and thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Right. As it was an absolutely thrashing for the dwarfs, and even more so just after the game when I realised that the miners only had pistols and I could only shoot 12 inches, and didn't take the last wound off my opponent's general. So it was more like a 20-0 victory to my opponent. A very, very enjoyable game. Very, very well played to my opponent. I can't remember if I said, but this is the guy actually came second in the tournament I ran a couple of months back. So I just wanted to have a go at his tournament list, and it is a very, very, very tough list. And I will be demanding a rematch with him at some point. So anyway, guys, like I said a minute ago, I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will get another one out for you soon. See you later.